to talk to you all today about underage drinking. Children in our community are consuming alcohol. It is affecting their health, and we as a community need to stand up and do something about it. Did you know that underage drinking is responsible for more than 4,300 deaths per year of children under the age of 21? That's staggering. I have spent the last 6 years of my career working with kids. I've seen firsthand accidents from motor vehicles that involve children that were either drinking or riding with someone that had been consuming alcohol. There is a problem with underage drinking in our community and the effect that it has on our children and the lack of participation from our community leaders and our parents in dealing with this problem. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention fact sheet for underage drinking, alcohol use is the #1 drug problem for people under 21. According to the website, 11% of all alcohol in the United States is consumed by persons under the age of 21 years old. The ages of 12 to 21, the 90% of those people consuming that alcohol are consuming it by binge drinking. And binge drinking is where they just drink more than 5 to 8 drinks in one sitting. And this leads to a lot of serious alcohol problems with children. As you can see on the chart here, underage drinking related deaths, the non-traffic related deaths that are just health issues created by underage drinking is 68%. When the CDC did a survey in school to find out what age group these children were that were drinking, 16% of high school students are heavy drinkers. 41% are not heavy drinkers, but they drink on occasion. So this can show you that alcohol is prevalent in our communities and our children are drinking alcohol. Now that we've established that our children are drinking and we've seen the stats, we see what it's doing to our kids, now I want to talk to you about the health effects that it has on our children. Alcohol, when consumed by people under the age of 21, it slows down the development of their brain and causes them to have issues with impulse control, and that tendency goes out. They commit more crimes. You have a lot of problems with young girls that get sexually assaulted when they're consuming alcohol. And these are all things that we as a community need to think about. According to the publication from the National Institute of Alcohol and Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, the major medical effects other than brain issues with children is it begins an early erosion of their liver and causes them to have liver and kidney problems, and those are serious issues to start out with at such a young age. Now that you understand that there are extreme medical conditions and physiological conditions that are involved with consuming alcohol under the age of 21, now I want to talk to you about ways that we as a community and parents can deal with this problem. The most effective way to fight alcohol abuse is for parents to sit down and talk to their children. There are numerous studies that have been conducted that show that the parent can be the #1 source, that if you sit down and take all the tabooness out of alcohol and explain to your kids the serious side effects that it has, that it's not just about having a good time, that alcohol is harmful to your health. It's shown that kids respond to their children, to their parents. Another way that our community leaders can step up and control alcohol abuse for minors is to either raise taxes on alcohol sales. I mean, if most children aren't going to just be able to go out and spend a lot of money for alcohol, and if you don't want to raise taxes, then we just need to raise the cost of alcohol altogether so that we can control how much alcohol is consumed by our children. For example, If you go on a cruise, I don't know if any of you have ever been on a cruise, but if you try to buy some alcohol on a cruise, a drink that you would pay $2 for here in town would end up costing you $10 on a cruise ship. Well, the purpose of that is so that you don't have a bunch of intoxicated people running around a cruise ship doing things that they shouldn't do. So this is a good approach that our community could take to help curb underage drinking in our community. As you can see, underage drinking is a problem, and we as a community and parents need to do something about it. Now that you know that underage drinking is a problem, I'm putting it on your shoulders to go out and try to prevent underage drinking. Thank you for your time.